Hello students, welcome again in our online study class. In the last videos, we learned about the Harappan civilization and about the housing and town planning of the Harappan people, and in it we learn about their excellent drainage system, about the materials they have used to build the house, and the concern regarding public health. Now we will go ahead. The streets means roads were broad and laid out in a grid pattern. The streets or roads of the Harappan period that were broad and laid out in a grid pattern. Houses were built in the rectangular blocks created by them. Here you can see the rectangular blocks like a bricks only. These blocks were created by them, and they were using these blocks to build the houses, and for the drainage system also the blocks were used by the Harappans. And here Harappan civilization well, this well we can see in the courtyard of the house, the well were also built in the rectangular blocks. And the towns were divided into two or more sections, and each section has separate fortification. Now the towns or the villages that were divided into two more sections, and each section had separate fortification means a wall for the defense or to strength with military defense, or for the defense we can say in the simple language fortification means a wall compound separate to separate this section, and each section had a wall compound or separate fortification, or the wall compounds were built. Now here what they told, what problems regarding health and hygiene will arise if the drainage are not covered. Drainage means gutters, and this is, can you tell, you have to think over it. Just if the gutters in our area or the drainage system is not covered, then what will be the problems regarding the health and hygiene? You have to think over it. Now here try this, cut a potato into half, carve out some letters or figures on the cut surface using a nail. Dip the surface into ink or color and then press it on a piece of paper. Observe what happens. Very simple activity this. Just you know very well, if we are going to cut the potato, it will like a seal or the same, or it will like a stamp. It will like a stamp, the same. It's a very simple activity. Now here seals and pots. Seals means stamps. Nowadays suppose our school stamp is there, office stamp is there, like this stamp and pots. This is the seal. The seals of the Harappan civilization were mainly square shaped and made from a stone called statite. It's a type of stone. And the seals or the stamps of the Harappan people were made mainly, these seals were made up of the stone called statite, and they were of square shaped. And this is statite. It's a type of stone or rock. These seals bear pictures of animals. They include pictures of real animals like bulls, buffaloes, oxen, elephants, rhinos, tigers, etc., and also of imaginary ones like the unicorn. Unicorn means, here you can see the picture of unicorn. It is an imaginary animal. In real life it is not in present, just it's an imaginary animal of the Harappan people, unicorn, and it has a one horn only. And this unicorn, they believe that it's a god. Human figures are also seen. These seals were used as stamps. Now here these stamps or the seals that were of the square shape or made of the stone called statite, and it includes the picture of real animals. Means in this type of seals, mainly they use the preference to carve the animals like bulls, buffaloes, oxen, elephant, rhinos, tigers, etc., and imaginary one like the unicorn. And human figures were also seen on these seals, and that seals were used as a stamp. Earthen pots of various types and shapes have been found at the excavation means a digging work to find out the proofs of the particular civilization, that is excavation. And in this excavation, earthen pots were also found, the seals were also found, and in the earthen pots the different shape with the designs, and the earthen pots of various types and shapes have been found at the excavation work at the bank of river Ravi in Punjab, and that shows the different pots or the culture of the Harappan people, what things they used in their day-to-day life. So here in these seals and pots we learn about the seals or the stamps that were of the mainly of square shape called statite, stone called statite, and the pictures of the different animals were carved on it, on the imaginary animal, that is unicorn, and the human figures were also seen.